Good morning. I wanted to show you something. This is my new kitchen in my new house. We closed last week. So I know there's some odd lighting things, but we'll deal with that. I wanted to show you a couple of things. First of all, almost before I moved in, as soon as I moved in, I started a batch of fermented salsa. Now, this is half of an onion, half of a red bell pepper, half of a green bell pepper, half of a yellow bell pepper, one jalapeno, and I filled up the rest with tomatoes, up to the half. And then I made some brine, which is 2 tablespoons of flour in 1 quart of water, and filled that up the rest of the way. My weight is just the bottom of a cottage cheese container. I cut a slice in it to the center so that it'll wrap around and it can go inside the bottle. That goes over the food, and then I put a bottle or a bag full of water in there to hold everything down. So that was one of the first things that I did. I've got apple cider vinegar going, which I started before I even moved in. Of course, I set up my Berkey. There are a couple of things that are going to need to be changed, and I knew this. I knew there would be things that would need to be changed, need to be fixed, whatever. The bread maker is on the counter behind you. None of these spaces are tall enough for my bread maker. I had it back there. I tried it over here. I tried it in lots of different places, and none of these spaces, none of the counters are high enough for the bread maker. So I've got it on the counter behind you, which you can't really see, but I've got it on the counter behind you, and behind the camera, and I will just pull it forward when I need to use it. And the other thing that I realized just this morning, now the microwave does not work, and I'm fine with that. I have no problems with that. I can use the stove, and not having that convenience isn't that important to me. So I realized this morning that this space here between the stove and the microwave is not high enough for my canner. It's almost too low for my water bath canners, and it is definitely too low for all of the juicers. So this is going to have to go. I'm going to be taking this out so that this space can be used for canning. Now, once I get the outdoor kitchen in place, excuse me, once I get the outdoor kitchen in place, all of that, most of that will be done outside. But for now, I'm going to remove the microwave. It already doesn't work. So I'm going to, and I'll have so much fun taking it apart. But I'm going to remove the microwave so that the canner will fit. I was actually going to do some canning today, but I'm going to have to change my plan because I didn't realize that the canner would not fit here. The canner itself is a little bit taller than my fingers to my elbow. So I don't know if you can see that. So the canner itself would go to about right here. So I need to remove that. Of course, it's chaos. There's boxes over there. My canner's right here. Everything, all my plants are over here and over here. We've got great southern facing exposure for the plants. So I brought everything inside. I did notice something though. I got my pawpaw trees and I put them in the ground, and my hands started burning. Pawpaws are one of the few native tropical fruits. They're related to a papaya. My understanding is they're also related to a banana distantly, but whatever. But I have contact dermatitis with a pawpaw. I did not realize that was even possible. So when I do end up eating the fruit, I'm going to be very, very careful and just eat a tiny bit to see how my system responds to it, because I really do not want contact dermatitis in my stomach. That would be a bad thing. Okay, but this is my kitchen for now, And as I start to work outside, I'm so excited to go out there and start getting my hands in the dirt. It's going to be so fun. I'm starting to put together a plan for the yard. Right now, everything that I get, all of the plants, I'm putting them up close to the house so that I can water them and make sure that they get what they need. And then I'll probably start the major earthworks in the spring. I'll talk with you later.